everybody, what is up and welcome back to the channel. And today we are doing a comparison between my ESP LTD EC256 and my Slash Signature Series Epiphone Les Paul and Appetite Burst right here. Now, the reason why I chose the Slash is because it's the most comparable guitar I have when it comes to this. And the reason why I want to do it is because I wanted to use a higher end guitar, which this guitar, when I bought it, was $8.99. Now you can get them for $7.99, but it was $8.99 when I got it. When I bought this guitar years ago, these were $3.99, and the EC256s now are going between $4.99 and $5.99. But I actually got a deal on this one, got it brand new for $250 because they were having a one-day flash sale at a Guitar Center years ago when I bought this. So got a great deal on this guitar, and I love this guitar. Actually, I like both these guitars. So before we get into apples and oranges, I really like both these guitars. That's why I own them. But the reason why I wanted to do this video is because I kind of wanted to show you guys the difference between, say, a $500 guitar and an $800 to $900 or $400 to $500 guitar in today's market to a $800 to $900 guitar in today's market, and kind of, you know, they're both stock. There's nothing been done to them. That's the other reason why I chose them both. Because they're both stock. There's nothing done to them. I have another EC256, but it has Seymour Duncans in it, and I didn't think that would be a fair comparison because this has the stock, whatever those pickups are that Slash put in them. I don't remember, some sort of custom burst bucker thing, whatever. But they're as close as I get to stock. But I want to show you this is considered a higher end guitar than this guitar, and I wanted to compare them, and then I want to tell you my thoughts at the end, which one I want. And the other reason why I want to do it is because when you guys are looking at guitars and you're looking at your best bang for buck, you know, what is really out there that's the best bang for your buck, you know? And for me, there's a lot of different answers to that question depending on what I'm playing and what I want to do. But when it comes to single cut style guitars, there really is kind of a big gap there for me anyway, when it comes to what I like and what I don't like. Now, like I said, I love both these guitars, that's why I own them, but I kind of want to do a comparison to kind of show you that maybe a more budget-friendly guitar is just as good as a more expensive guitar. So we're going to play like 3 riffs. It's all going to be distortion, no cleans, and we're going to do 3 riffs with both guitars. And then I'm going to give you my thoughts at the end, and I'd love to hear what you guys think. So basically, this is kind of a shootout comparison of these guitars. I've owned both of them for a long time. I've had the Slash guitar ever since it was released, and I've had this ESP here since 2016. So I've had it for a while. And I just wanted to do this comparison and let you guys kind of see the difference and see what you think, because they do have a different sound and tone to them. And I kind of want to just compare it out and let you guys hear it. So that's enough of me rambling. Let's get into it. We are going to be playing through, I'm actually going to be running the guitars through my GT1000. That's going to go into this orange Crush Pro 120 over here with the orange 212 cabinet. And it's going to come out to my XY speakers that's on my microphone. And I've got an extra microphone that actually hangs up in the ceiling here that's actually turned on as well to help give it more of a recording, more volume to you guys. Because some people complain about they can hear my pick. There's not a whole lot I can do about that because I'm not running my stuff through a DAW, so you're going to hear my pick sound when I'm picking. The mics just pick it up, so get over it. But anyway, let's get into this and let's see which one sounds better to all of us or to you. So let's get into it. Alright guys, so the first one I'm going to play is the ESP EC256. I love this guitar, man. I just love this guitar. But hopefully you guys will like it too, and hopefully you'll like the sounds that we get out of it as well. So let's rip it out. ESP LTD EC256. Let's grab the Epiphone. Alright guys, now we got the Epiphone / Signature Series Appetite Burst. Let's see how that one sounds. Ah, that was terrible. Let's do that over again. There is the / Epiphone. So yeah, they both sound pretty darn good. So let's wrap this up. Alright, so there you guys go. There was some sounds out of the ESP LTD EC256 and out of the / Epiphone Signature Series Appetite Burst. And what'd you guys think? I mean, me personally, there are some differences in the sound for sure. There's definitely differences in the guitars as well. The Slash guitar is much heavier. It's got a thicker body. It's got a thicker neck. And I feel like it has a deeper sound to it because of that. It causes a deeper sound, which is one of the things I've always liked about Les Pauls, is because of that thicker wood and stuff, it gives it this deeper sound, this deeper tone when you play it. Where I feel like the ESP LTD EC256 has a much brighter sound when you listen to it and when you play it. Now, this one is much lighter. It's got a thinner neck. It's got a thinner body. The few things that are different about this one, which I will kind of just go over, is the super thinner body. It's also got the belly carve in it. It's got a nice belly carve in it. It's also got a nice carve in the heel to get down those lower frets. It's very light. The neck is super thin, shreddy. It's more like a Schecter kind of guitar neck on it. I really like the neck on it, and it's super nice. And the guitar is this very lightweight. It is chambered as well, from I believe. It is chambered to give it some weight relief. But it's such a light guitar, but it's solid as can be. And it just doesn't wear on you when you're playing live like a Les Paul does. Like this thing you could play for a whole show and you don't feel like you're going to be hunched over after you're done when it comes to playing it. And those are a lot of the pros on it. The neck just feels great. It's very fast and a lot of fun. Where when you get to this is a much thicker guitar, if you guys can see there. And maybe I can hold them up so you can kind of see the difference in the thickness there, so you guys can kind of see one's a lot thicker than the other when it comes to thickness. The necks are thicker. The neck is a lot thicker on this. It's beefier. It's got a lot of weight to it. But it still sounds really good and plays really good, and it's very smooth to play. But I can't play as fast on this as I can on that. This guitar kind of slows you down a little bit when it comes to the speed and stuff. As far as overall sound and stuff, the guitar sounds really good. Both of them sound really good to me. Like I said, you know, with this one, it's just a beefier, heavier, deeper sound that you get with it. Guitar weighs more. It's just a thicker neck and everything like that. As far as the differences of the guitars when it comes to... Now, if you guys want to hear the specs and all that, I've reviewed these guitars already. You can go back and do it, or you can just look up the specs for yourselves. You can go to Sweetwater. They carry both of these guitars. You can look at the specs, read the specs, see the spec differences. I'm not going to get into all that. We're talking about strictly on the sound, basically the sound quality, the playability, and the price, And so for me, so if we go to sound quality, I think they both sound great. That one has a little bit brighter tone. I feel like ESP has a more brighter metally tone, which is what ESP is known for. So I expect it out of the guitar, which I really like. Where I feel like with the Epiphone, you get that more classic rock kind of tone and stuff. So in that deeper tone, which is something I like. It's like a deep, rich tone that you get out of Epiphones or Gibsons, whichever. But you get out of that guitar because it's thicker, so you get the deeper tone. So it really boils down to what you like when it comes to tone. So I feel like on the tone and sound level, I think they're both equal for what they are, if that makes any sense to you guys. So that part, I think they come out on top. Now, when it comes to fit and finish and feel and stuff like that, and just the playability of the guitar in general, I feel like the ESP beats out the Epiphone hands down. I mean, this is just so much easier to play. It's so much smoother to play. It's so much easier on my hands. The guitar is a lot lighter, so the weight relief that it has is enormous compared to playing one of these things. So on that level, also, I tuned this guitar up yesterday because I was playing it yesterday, and I plugged it in today, and it was still in tune. Where this one, I came in, I had played it the other day. It needed to be retuned. I tuned it up, played it for a while, got it warmed up, set it down, picked it back up, and had to retune it again, and then played it again for practicing warm-up stuff, and then set it down, and then I checked it again, and I had to still dial it in just a little more right before I started playing it again, where this one, I didn't have to do that with. So take that for a grain of salt. This one does hold tune well, but it needs to get really warmed up. The wood needs to really get warmed up and stuff, so it'll stop kind of just. And that's with any guitar. Like this one is sitting out here, it was sitting out here, this one was in my house. There's factors there involved. I'm not trying to knock this or anything. I'm just saying that, like, I tuned this sucker up, yesterday, and it was still in tune today. With this one, I had to retune it a couple times, and now it's holding fine. But it's just those little things, Stock tuners, nothing like that. But as far as just the quality and build of these ESPs, you can't beat it for the price. Excuse me. Compared to this, because like I said, when I bought this was $8.99. It comes with a case. That's nice. This one does not come with a case, but at $4.99, we're talking about today's prices. I paid $3.99 for it. Say you paid full price at $4.99 or $5.99, another $150 for a case. That puts you at that puts you at $6.50 or $7.50 to have the case. So you're talking about like $100 difference when it comes to apples and oranges or whatever. If you're talking about case wise, but in the end, for me, this guitar, if I had to pick one, let's just say it that way. If I had to pick one, say you said you only got your choice of one guitar that you can play with and that you're going to be able to go gig with, it would be the ESP. I mean, hands down, there's no question. I would take the ESP LTD over this Epiphone any day of the week. It just plays better. I like that metally sound. The feel of it, the fit, the finish, just everything about the ESP I just like more than the Epiphone. And that's why I kind of went to this. I was getting away from the Epiphones when I found these. I was looking for a single cut that was lighter, faster, thinner neck, because I like a thinner neck. And I came across these ESPs and I fell in love with them. That's why I have a black one over there as well. And I just love them. For the price, for $4.99 or $5.99, depending on which one you get today, you can't beat it. And I actually saw that as of this video, they had a sale on these on the a couple of them. They were down to $3.99 at Musician's Friend was doing a sale. So there's a possibility you can pick them up a little cheaper. Now they are holding their value because when you go on Reverb, these ESPs are between. I mean, they're selling used for what almost new prices are, because like the cheapest one I found on Reverb was $350. So they're going from $350 to almost $500 for these used on the used market. So I would definitely just go buy a new one. But there was a time where you could get them for a lot cheaper, about half price on Reverb. But no, they hold their value pretty well. So in the end, it really boils down to what you like and what you're looking for in the sound. I think they're both good guitars. Don't get me wrong; they're both very good guitars. But your best bang for the buck, in my opinion, is the ESP EC256. And I honestly think that if you had both, you'd probably end up wanting this one over that one in the first place. That's just my feeling. I prefer the ESPs over the Epiphones when it comes to the single cuts. I just do. That's just me. It's not that I don't like it. That's why. I mean, I have this because I like this guitar and I like to play it. But when it comes down to it, if I had to pick one, it would be the ESP LTD all day long, every day, hands down. Just an amazing guitar, and I think it's a great bang for the buck, especially you guys that like to play single cut guitars. I think this is a great guitar to look into, and they have higher tiers, but this is such a budget-friendly guitar that plays really well and is set up really well out of the box and just does really well. And like I said, you can throw in a set of Seymour Duncans and go to town with it, and it's just a great guitar. So yeah, for me, in the end, the winner of this would be my ESP LTD EC256, hands down. I will take that over it. It's not that I don't like this guitar, but I definitely like this one better when it comes to things. So you guys tell me what you guys think. You guys listen to the riffs I played. You give me your thoughts. Tell me which one that you would prefer, which one you liked better. I mean, you may have liked this one better. I don't know. For me, it's the ESP. You know, you may have liked the Epiphone better. You guys may be somebody that's more like that traditional, you know, thing where this is more of a modern single cut type guitar. So it really boils down to what you want. You know, the thing about these though, this doesn't have belly cuts or anything on it. You know, it's a standard kind of Les Paul type guitar where that belly cut and the thinner guitar sounds really good, and it still gives you a nice thick sound with this. So you really have to kind of decide for yourself what you're going for and what type of musician you like. I like a lot of different guitars. Obviously, you guys can see I have a lot of guitars. I'm a huge Schecter fan. That's like my number one go-tos when it comes to, and then ESP would be my second, and then PRS after that. But yeah, I'm just in the end. I think these ESP LTD EC256s are great guitars, and I think more people need to get them in their hands. And I think they'll realize they don't have to spend $800, $1,000, $1,500, $2,000 to have a great single cut guitar that you can go play in a band, you can go tour with, you can go gig with, all that stuff. I think that they're highly underrated as a guitar, and I think more people need to check them out. So anyway, that's my opinion. Those are my thoughts. I'd love to hear your thoughts down below. Questions and comments, I will try to answer them to the best of my ability because I'm no expert on any of this stuff. I'm just a guy that likes to play music and has a studio that I come and jam and make videos. So that's it. That's all I got for you guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Look forward to reading your comments and seeing what you guys think about these two guitars. And we will see you guys on the next video.